Poji, don't think that I didn't see what you just did. Poji, thank you so heckin' much for the heckin' raid. Welcome on in. And Pidge, yes, you should. But only if it doesn't adversely like affect like, you know, your stress level and stuff like that, because I know like I know stuff like, you know, goes on with like lots of folks, and like, you know, stress is a big thing, and I know that, you know, you have a lot on your plate, you know, and I will say I've been enjoying your social media updates with the stuff that you've been working on. I really like that a lot. But holy heck, Poji, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a transfer gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing some Final Fantasy XIV. We're starting A Realm Reborn all the way back at the beginning, and we're going through the game very slow and just absorbing everything. You know, some of us have done this content before, like me, I have. But we also have people with us that have not, that are experiencing the game for the first time. And like, you know, going through the game for the first time, like solo, can seem like a slog, I guess. It can, sometimes it's just not fun, you know, but like, you know, when you have a group of folks that, you know, are willing to help out, like answer questions and things like that, and, you know, are just generally like good and kind, then it kind of transforms the game into something else, you know? Very close to unlocking White Mage. Nice. It's an MMO for a reason. Indeed. But the thing is, though, it's even different, like, you know, if you're getting together with, like, strangers and stuff like that. If you're getting together with, like, strangers, folks that you don't know, versus people like you do. You know, and, you know, I got... When I was first going through this game, I got a lot out of it, where like I was playing with folks that I would see like in most of my streams, or like I would see in other communities and stuff like that, and I got to know people that I already kind of hung out with in different places, which was really interesting. It was really interesting and really fun, you know. And, you know, honestly, this game is how I met Tozu in the first place. So it's been really great. It's been really great. But yeah, so something that I did want to talk about is we unfortunately kind of have to change gears a little bit. You know, no, really, you're really great too. I'm just gonna put that out there. We're kind of switching gears a little bit because, like, in hashing out the numbers, there's 300 heckin' hours plus of content between, like, the beginning of ARR and Endwalker. And that's with the streamlined story. Brent, hello, welcome on in. Holy heck. Everybody's here. But, like, yeah, there's 300 hours of content plus. You know, with all the side content and stuff like that, I shudder to think how much content that is. And for little old me trying to go through this entire game once a week streaming for 3 hours, I mean, that's going to be over 2 years that I would be working through this game. 2 years. It is a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours. 200 years. It's been 84 years. So basically, you know, what we gotta do is kind of like Turn the dials up to 11. Your life's work, yes, it's my magnum opus. Playing somebody else's creation. But we basically got to turn the dials to 11. So that's why like 300 hours, yeah. Ahty streamed this from Heavensward to Endwalker 4 nights a week, and it still took a year and a half. Yeah, yeah. Just for perspective, yeah, that's true. So, be that as it is. So basically, we're gonna turn the dials to 11, and I'm thinking that we're gonna do 2 nights a week. 2 nights a week. It's gonna be it's still a question. It's still up in the air on like which night a week would be the best for the second one. I want to stick with Saturday nights because I think Saturday nights works really well. But there's going to be one other night. So, like, it could be Wednesday, it could be Friday night, it could be Sunday night. It just depends. It depends. Such content. It was not my intent. Yeah. So, in coupling with that, we're kind of spinal fantasy Saturday. Oh gosh, I love pants. I'm putting that in there. Afrobun, welcome on in. Nice to see you.
Gosh, I love ramen.
Fuck pants. So basically, you know, what kind of goes hand in hand with that second night is kind of doing it kind of the way that we used to do it. So as much as I loved like having a bunch of people in voice chat, you know, doing our like banter stuff and like, you know, being super funny, it was kind of a distraction in a sense that it slowed me down a little bit because remember, I only have 2 brain cells that I rub together on occasion. And I live from, basically my life is living from squirrel moment to squirrel moment. So unfortunately, like, you know, that was having a bunch of people in the chat wasn't really conducive to that. So basically what I'm going to be doing is like the old way of doing things, which basically was I'll be going through the game. You know, you'll hear my voice. I'll still be reading every single box and trying to hash out all these details and properly convey all that stuff and just narrate the most epic story I've ever experienced in a game, ever. Be doing that. When we come up on duties, trials, raids, that sort of thing, that's when we're going to shift into our voice chat mode. Because we kind of need that. You said duty. That's where it's almost a necessity to be in contact verbally to coordinate to tackle that sort of a thing. And it becomes especially important later on once we start getting into like, you know, end-game content. Even like, you know, when we're going through like Heavensward and stuff like that, like we really need to be in voice to do that sort of thing. But I think that having a bunch of people in the chat kind of detracted from the main focus of the stream itself. The whole point of doing this in the first place, which was to nibble at the story, to savor it, you know? And we're going to kind of return to that, because that previous recipe, that worked really, really well. So we're gonna be doing that. So what else? Yummy story, indeed. You know? And the thing is, like, you know, I want to be as friendly as possible to the folks who are going through the game for the first time. That's why I think that, at least for now, until everybody can unlock Chocobo and all that stuff, I think I'm probably just going to do some standard walking around like everybody would do pre-level 30. It would just give people a better chance to like kind of keep up with the stream. So, and also, like, I don't want to in any way hinder folks from enjoying the story. That's part of the reason why I'm picking up a second night. But even then, you know, I don't want y'all to feel like, you know, you have to stick with the stream all the time. So, y'all can do absolutely what you want. I'm gonna be going at a very specific pace and stuff like that. But what I do wanna stress is that don't go through the game with a voracious hunger to figure to gobble up the next story bit. Can those nights be grind nights where we collectively level craft and fighting classes? I don't know, because basically my primary focus was picking up a second night was to go through more story. Because like there's that 300 hours, remember? There's that 300 hours, and even picking up a second night, if I'm working on story both nights, that brings it down to about a year. But that's not to say that, you know, that y'all can do that sort of thing like on your own and things like that. If you wanted to, you know, get together and grind, or just grind yourselves. The thing is, like, there shouldn't be that much grinding, because having time to do the silly business at least off stream would be nice. Yeah. I've been pentamelding on my own time. Yeah. That's some like next level stuff that I'm kind of, maybe the occasional community Discord nights or something. Yeah. Yeah. Denji, hello, welcome on in. You know, and it's yeah, so basically it would be 2 nights a week. We're going through the story, and, like, you know, it would be about a year. But kind of what I was talking about before, this is another squirrel moment for me. It's like, you know, don't go through the game so fast that you're not experiencing the story, because the story is a huge component. A huge component of this. And, like, you know, the game at its end, you know, it all of it, from what we're doing now on up to when you get to the endish part, which is a long time, that all of that stuff works together and leads up to a single solitary moment that hits so hard. And the thing is, like, you know, if you speedrun the story, you're not going to have that same effect. And the thing is, though, you're playing this game for the first time. You'll never have that first time feeling again. So just savor it, because honestly, the storytelling and the story itself in this game is honestly, in my opinion, the best I have ever experienced. So yeah, I just want to just savor it. Read the stuff. Read the stuff. You know, it took me a long time to get through it, but, like, do I regret any of that? No. Absolutely not. You know, I cried. Oh my gosh. And y'all, and it's just like, we want y'all to experience that too. It's really heckin' good. I promise. Yes, Pidge, exactly like that. All right, now let's get into it. I didn't do all of my Discord pacing, but Discord pasting, but it's okay. It's such a good amount, right?
What Ahty doing?
Playing some heckin' Final Fantasy. OG VTuber time, let's go. There we are. That's a ticket. You said you wanted to do it the old way. I guess that's fair. Topless? I don't know. I'm clothed by lots of fur. It's okay. There's no nip nop showing. It's good. It's family friendly. Blam, welcome on in. Nice to see you. World is currently full. I'm number 7 in the queue? What the hell, man?
Gosh, I love Ahty.
Nice. Thank you, Tozu. All right, close all these boxes because I don't want to see them. So if the in-game music is too loud for you folks, let me know, and I'll tone it down a bit. Because I realized last stream and reading some and looking at some of the VODs that like my background music was cranked all the way down to 5. That's why it was so quiet. Oh my god, Tozu, that's me. Oh no, that's me. ButchCat95, welcome on in. So let's see. Let me get this going here real quick. New Game Plus. We'll resume that.
Gosh, I love spam.
I see Poji.
Gosh, I love Ahty. Gosh, I love Ahty.
Gosh, I love beards.
Okay, so we need just to confirm, like everybody's on the Lord of the Inferno quest, correct? Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna pop to. We are going to pray return to the Waking Sands. For me, that's going to Horizon, but we gotta meet over at the Waking Sands. I will be along, as they say, anon. How did I go here? Oh, this is why I went here. Y'all will probably beat me there, but oh yeah, ah, fuck. Okay, all right, yep. It's muscle memory. My fucking bird. Shit. All right, all right. I'm walking. Are there wolf mounts pets in Final Fantasy XIV? The only wolf that I know of. Somebody's trolling behind me. Yep, I see. The only the only wolf that I know of is is Torgal from Final Fantasy XVI, and I don't even know if you can get that yet. I heard rumor that you could. Let's see. Let me get folks in. I gotta get folks in the party once we get to the Waking Sands. Oh, ear wiggles. Let's see. How can I do this? Here we go. And a butt wiggle too, why not? Alright, now where's Poji? There's Poji. There we go. And Arofa is Vera, correct? I think I remember from last time. Maybe. Okay, okay. Let's go. We'll get that in there. Okay. I'm sorry, Pidge. I wish I could just give people a bunch of butt coins. That'd be kind of cool, too. I'm currently jobbing. Okay. It was worth nice. What's that? What's that? I got a cookie. It's a cookie. Ooh, it buffs gatherer stats. That's neat. I'll try my weed cookie. That's awesome. Read the flavor text. A baked treat that gives off a sweet herbal aroma. Nice. Malik, hello. Welcome on in. Lanran, hello. We doing edibles? Yep. I also have pumpkin cookies. All right. And I see Ryu is on. Ryu, did you want in on this too? Or are you just are you gonna be modding in the chat? Ooh, pumpkin time. Pumpkin! I'm stanced and ready to mine. I haven't started any New Game Plus stuff, so I think I'm just doing my own thing. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Afrobun, I'm around. Just tell me when you need me. Alrighty. Let's see, how do I get into this place again? I think it's this way. All right, I'm gonna get started. Anomaly, thank you so much for the heckin' tier 1 resub. 20 months. Let's go. Thank you so much, Anomaly. You heckin' bean. Pray enter the waking sands. I'll allow it. Aw, Pidge, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's solar time. All right, let's go. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. Ooh, that didn't work. There we go. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Ahty. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will soon join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you, save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Ahty voice gonna put me to sleep. What? What? Not allowed to sleep. What did Tozu tell me earlier? No rest for the wicked? The Folger's crystal. You're right, I gotta finish this animation. Okay. Alright, so we have to talk to the Flame Sergeant at Camp Drybone. Alright. Everybody ready to move? Perfect. So to Camp Drybone, because we all should have that one already. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. We're all here. Ah, there we go. Is he in the building? I think he is. There he is. Ah, you're Ahty Squeegee of the Scions? My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The Lizardmen aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja's plot. If the mission succeeds, Ahty, let's make sure it does. All right. Lie in wait at the Invisible City. Which that looks like it's north of us. So, let's see. Hey, Kryuki, how you doing? And let me do this. I got a teleport offer to New Gridania? Who's that from? Okay, oh, okay. Perfect. Sorry about that. Alright, north time. Ooh, pet pets. Here we go. Gosh, Tozu, this game looks totally different now with this reshade. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oop, ear wiggles, let's go. Dead before I even strung my bow. Can't wait to see what Dawn Trail adds to it. Yeah. A rotting corpse. Okay, here we go. Think we might have to... I wonder if we need to drop party for this one. Oh, we do? Okay. We'll reform up later. Kali, welcome on in. Nice to see you. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Wah! What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the Immortal Flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Hee. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Oh, I forgot how good the music is. Oh my gosh. Even in ARR, it was fantastic. Hey, Twilight, how you doing? There we go. Okay, where am I supposed to go? Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Bring her. The rest of you, march. Hit you with Snoozaga? Nice. Traitorous scum. Do I wait for everybody to finish up? I'm in the cutscene. Okay, perfect. I'll wait up. Anything you can do, press M to see how far they dragged you. Oh, wow. I am in a tiny hole. Southern Thanalan, wow. Oh, Afro's bored again. Actually, what can I do? Let's see, /sit. There we go. Oh, okay. There's the bed. There, just the top of my head. There we go. The bed is really soft. The bed is really soft. That's why we're that's why I sunk in so deep. Oh shit, we're limited to 4, aren't we? So Poji, did you want to? I don't know if Vera is doing the story with us. I think Vera's doing their own thing. I'm trying to figure out how we could do how we could do the party. Vera's ahead and doing their own thing. Okay. Oh, Yuki, we're not part of the voice chat just yet. So basically how we're going to be doing things from now on is for duties and trials and things like that, we're going to get together in a voice chat. Not sure if me or Tozu are going to be able to re-enter that area if a 4th is... Oh, okay. Okay, so this is could add either of us via friends. Okay. Well, see, the thing, we have 5. We have 5, so... Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Afro? We could run it twice. Okay, so Tozu and Visel, are you? I'm assuming that y'all wanna hang out with us too and do this. Let's see. Yeah. There's Visel. Okay, I've got me, Poji, and Tozu. Why can't I invite... Oh, Visel, I think you might be in the middle of something. Oh, Tozu, I always want you. Just standing around in Thanalan, okay. Why can't I invite to party? That's interesting. What does their icon say? Oh, they're a party leader, that's why. Oh, maybe maybe Vice'll needs to drop party before I can invite. There we go. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, Vera. Alright, so let's get on with the quest. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. The bowel of embers. Gosh, I love bowls. All right, Poji, let us know when you get back, and we're gonna head into it. Gosh, this is all so pretty. Oh. Just didn't want to leave it outside to get cold. That makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna trigger it. Are we all good to go? All right, I'm gonna trigger it. Make sure nothing else is selected. Yeah, that insta-queue.
These nuts are meat nuts. Meat nuts.
Lord of the Inferno, hearken our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you. Grace us with your divine presence. Yes. Almighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it pleases you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells. Bring those two as well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you! Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all those who stand against me shall burn. Almighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another. Yes, that is the only explanation. Forsooth, thy frail mortal flame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art the godless blessed's number. The paragons warn of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. I don't remember this at all. I mean, I remember fighting Ifrit, but like, not like this early. Oof. There we go. Oh crap, I thought we were doing that the whole time, Tozu. Whoops. Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Ahty. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. Let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit. What a disappointment he was. The readings are now nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Uldan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland. Given the troubles at court, we have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Sweets! Right on. Here we go. So, actually, where's our next stop? We have to talk to Thancred at Camp Drybone. There he is. Ah, there you are, Ahty. Come, rest a while. You'll have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use, to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less.
Ah, thank you, Vera.
That is the deed of no ordinary individual. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the waking stands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves.
All right. Let's
See. Pray return to the waking sands. Actually, I have this I can do. Some Peloton.
What's a stationary bike gonna help us with?
We'll get our exercise.
Of course, Tozu can just jump everywhere.
What is going on back there?
Oh shit, there's a wall. I have prayed return to the waking sands.
All right.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns.
Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Ahty her life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took her prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly. Just as I am failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Ahty! It is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us.
perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal, Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Old Ah. Similar instances have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's existence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is in thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames... The immortal my gosh. My brain tonight. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Ahty. You may be sure it won't last long. Once people learn the identity of the hero who fell to Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope you will continue to stand with us, Ahty. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Thank you, Poji. It was a gift from Tozu back during my my first streamiversary. I treasure this thing. Oh my gosh. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Yida and Papalymo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the Primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Ahty. Or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons? Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa Lominsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Ahty, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. It does, yes. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Ahty's deeds spread so quickly. That the Immortal Flames should know of her triumph is to be expected. But what of the other Grand Companies? Yeep! Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Squeegee. I kind of like that. Mistress Squeegee. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns in the Twelfth's Wood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mr. Squeegee. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Old Ah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said, "You have the look of a hero." Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Lominsa to the shores of glory. Saw the Admiral for 5 seconds calm down, right? Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding. Mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technical resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. Can I drag this window anywhere? I don't think so. Yeah, I can't. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Yeah, the dialogue window. So when I have cinema mode on... Well, I guess, you know what? I guess that's okay. That's okay. I just don't want when my cinema mode thing to obstruct the text at all. I tried clicking and dragging it. It doesn't work. Yeah. In these cutscenes, it doesn't work. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the grand companies best serves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you're entitled to do so. And yet, I concede that it is no small choice you face. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well. Let Ahty hear our leader speak and return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer. You're not wrong, Poji. I know full well that adventurers are, by their nature, a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Ahty, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one woman. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one woman amongst many. A friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. Ah, Poji. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own stations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Ahty, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say that the morrow will. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Thank you so much for the lurk, Nabu. And also welcome. Ah, there we are. I'm gonna chat with Tataru. Which I think she is upstairs. So here's the thing. Like, when I'm... No way. No way is that true, Tozu. Nope. Doesn't work. It's slash tombstone? Weird. Interesting. Ooh, that's a curl. Maybe there's something that there's something we need to have unlocked or something like that to do it. All right, Tataru time. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Ahty. I may have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place? If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services. The Elder Seed Seer Khan E Senna will deliver her address at Miketo's Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties... Oh, you need to have the companion app on your phone? Oh, I see. It's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Rabban Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored that there will be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom at Limsa Lominsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlwib Blofswin will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry Xanthiel, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the Remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though. With your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. All right. Perfect. Sure, our luck. So I guess Makedo's first then. So that would be Gurdurnir. Or whatever we want, really. Okay. Well, Gridania happens to be the first one on my, at least on my list. So. I forget where Makedo's is. No worries, Poji. There's a ton of people here, so. Oh look, it's Ryu. Nice pants. Amphitheater has its own etherite? Okay, let's go. Makedos, let's go. Ah, here we are. I needed to rain,
I lost my son to the calamity.
The three seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, We rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on the
high
bloody
roads without
Ixal.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals! If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and wont to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it's broken. Belrog Coda, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your heckin' stream today? The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them, then? Well, perhaps we will find out, if the Elder Seedseer's words fell on fertile ground. Hunga Munga, welcome on in. All right. Sorry, Belrog, we were in the middle of like a cinematic thing. But holy heck. I'm glad you had fun playing No More Room in Hell. And heckin' welcome. Thank you. So, welcome, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon. I mainly play RPG games, and tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. This is a game that I took a break from for a while, and now getting back to it and starting out at the very beginning in A Realm Reborn is amazing. Feels good. Feels so heckin' good. I am tall. Every one of these NPCs are looking up to me. Right on. But holy heck, I didn't notice until watching that cinematic that the Elder Seedseer had horns. And what was the... Tozu said she is a Pajali? But I didn't realize until, like, you know, during the cinematic, there was a shot of that one dude who was kind of dressed in black. He didn't have anything on his head for like a helm or like a circlet or anything like that. And it was just horns sticking out of his head, and I'm like, how does he have horns? Pajali, a subspecies of human that is extremely rare. Ah, I see. Honestly, I had no idea. Originated from the ancient underground city of Galmora. Oh, okay. That's the Conjurer Guildmaster. He's my guild. Neat. Reese, hello. Welcome on in. Is that Ahty? I can never play Final Fantasy XIV with them because their coolness distracts me from my rotations. It's in the book. Ah, okay, I get it. I gotta read through that book a little bit more. All right, so I think let's head to Ul'dah and see what's there. That's why I think everyone on stage was the Guildmasters for Amira. Ah, I see. Let's head to Ul'dah. Poji, do you have the Ul'dah teleport, the crystal there? I'm pretty sure you do by now. All right, I will meet you over there. Hello, I woke up, so I popped in to say hi. I'm gonna be going to sleep, so have a good stream. Alrighty, Reese. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for popping in. It is very nice to see you. Pulse, hello. Welcome on in. Let's see. Supposed to go to the Royal Promenade. So I think it's on the Aethernet, it's the Chamber of Rule we're supposed to go to. Yeah, here we are. There's Tozu. Oh, and here's the destination we need to click. Spoonie! Why didn't my notification go off? Spoonie, welcome on in. Thank you so heckin' much for the raid. Apple Freak, hello. JM Racing Fox, nice to see you. Dijemi, hello, welcome. Ms. Lakani, hello. Alt F4 64, best name ever. Welcome on in. There it is. There it is. Gillian Naps, hello. Spoonie, thank you so heckin' much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your heckin' stream? How was Silent Hill the short message? Hell yeah. Pipettes, there we go. Well, welcome, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. And tonight we are returning to Final Fantasy XIV. It's probably my all-time favorite game, in all honesty. Oop, ear wiggles. Let's go. But holy heck. But welcome, folks. The community here, we're all pretty laid back, chill. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free. Kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat and lurk, whatever you want to do. It is up to you. Drop a follow if you would like. That is also up to you as well and not required. But regardless of what you decide to do, you're heckin' welcome and valid, and we'd love to have you. Dijemi, thank you so heckin' much for the follow. Oh, a Bard, you poor soul. I love Bard. What's wrong with Bard? But folks in my chat, please trust me. Go follow Spoonie. Spoonie Plays. Twitch.tv/Spoonie Plays. Spoonie is a super good being and a wonderful heckin' friend who is an artist as well as a gamer. Why is my brain working like this today? Spoonie is also a game dev and is the talent behind Mixed Feelings and Mixed Feelings 2, both of which you can find on itch.io. And on top of that, Spoonie has been working tirelessly to restore the Kenosha Theater in Wisconsin. And y'all, Spoonie, honestly, how do you sleep? How do you sleep? Because like literally, you do so heckin' much that I don't understand. I don't understand where sleep fits into all that. I don't. Okay. I guess that's fair. But y'all, Spoonie, I've been following Spoonie forever, and Spoonie is like one of the coolest folks. Their streams are always fun and chill, so definitely go heck and follow and watch. Please, please do it. What's wrong with Bard? It doesn't have a gun. Okay, I guess that's fair. and Poji's bored, so Poji's gonna doing some heckin' weaving. But holy heck, thank you so much, Spoonie. You are a heckin' dear heckin' person. Just doing some crafting. I guess that's fair. So folks, like just to give all the new folks who were joining in, we're doing the remembrance ceremony attendance things. We just got finished with Gridania, and now we're doing Ul'dah. So there's going to be kind of like, you know, some cinematics and stuff going on. But yeah, we're still really, really early in the game, so sit tight and get cozy. But Spoonie, speaking of getting cozy, I'm getting beaned. Bean! Speaking of getting cozy, definitely heckin' go and get your self-care going on. Get yourself a snack, get yourself something to drink and stuff like that. And, you know, get yourself a blanket and get yourself all tucked in your chair. And, yeah, exactly like that, Tozu. Matt Frostpaws, hello, welcome on in. But yeah, streaming's hard. Definitely take care of yourself, Spoonie. And I gotta click the shinies. Alright, there we go.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Raoban? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn! Forsooth?
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
The Eldans have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Eldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Eldans send their forces to smite the primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. Interesting. Okay. So I guess the last one we've got to do is Limsa. All right. So, Limsa lower decks. Let's go. Yay, sexy Admiral lady. Right on. Alrighty. So, we are doing New Game Plus. At least I'm doing New Game Plus because, like, me and Tozu and Afromon, we've all done this game before, but we have several folks with us who have not. So for the folks in the chat who have gone through this game, if we could go very light on the details, if y'all remember how this game goes and what is revealed when, if we could kind of like keep that at a minimum, because we do have several people here who have not gone through the game before. Yes, no spoilers. Even if it seems a little minor. So basically the spoilers are for cars, yes. So basically, you know, to kind of put it, elaborate a little bit more on what we're trying to achieve here, is that this game is really something else for somebody who hasn't been through it before, and I have a very deep love for this game. Probably the best game I've ever played. It's just fantastic and my favorite. And so much so I want to do it again, and here we are. But like, you know, what we're basically doing is going through the story very slowly, reading every box, like, and just experiencing it as a whole, you know? Because like all of this content at the very end just builds up to one singular moment, and it hits you so hard. You know? And I want people to experience that for themselves, you know? So we're just taking it slow. It's going to take a very long time to get through, but it's a ride. It is a ride. Ashvi, hello. Sorry. No worries. No worries, Ash. No worries, Ash. We're trying to we're trying to maximize the impact of everything. It's no big deal. But Ashby, how you doing? Ashby is a good bean. Alright, so we need to go this way. We gotta go to the lift. Zombie, hello, welcome on in. And welcome back. Alright, there's the Storm Sergeant. Here to attend the remembrance service? Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. There we go.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
I love her. Oh my gosh.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Ah, yeah, ah, ha, ha, yeah, ha.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all!
Long live the Admiral!
Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lamence's backyard. That is to say, not of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Lomincens are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. Ahty, this is Minfilia. Are you well? I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance services has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence! Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here in the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Thank you, Tozu. Honestly, Pochi, I have no idea. I have no idea what they're gonna do. But I'm just gonna take a moment. I'm just gonna take a moment and mention that I think out of all three, I think the voice acting for Limsa is the best. As much as I love Gridania and Ulda, okay, but like Limsa, like the speech the captain makes, oh my god. It's crazy, and like, you know, Tozu had the right of it. I mean, they nailed the voice acting. Oh my gosh, so good. I joined a fate. What? Watching this makes me miss the game so much, right? Honestly, like, I've been itching to get back into Final Fantasy XIV for a very long time. Yeah, let's they have creams for that? What? We're gonna wait up at the Waking Sands before advancing the story at all. So Poji can catch up. I am just tripping over my words tonight. I don't know what it is.
These nuts are meat nuts. Meat nuts.
Here's Poji. Sorry about that, Poji. I thought you were right behind us. Or already here already. pause to type. Okay. All right, let's do it. New pipettes. Veneer, welcome on in. Welcome back, Ahty. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Power leveling my, nice. Oh, excuse me. Aye. Each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Ahty. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alizé, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady! We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Okay, well, they're giving me a choice. I'll I'll pick whichever one you pick. Well, my thoughts on this haven't changed. So, when I initially made this choice, when I was a new player, I kind of considered which region I vibed with the most. You know, and because basically we've got, you know, the forest, we've got the desert, and then we've got the sea. You know, and I kind of thought of it that way. I went off the coolest cutscene for sure. I mean, that's valid. That's valid. The thing is, like, basically, like, my whole life, I mean, I have grown up, like, in or near forest. You know, that's kind of like that's where I recharge. That kind of, you know, enriches my soul, is to be, like, you know, amid the trees and, like, you know, just like little brooks in the forest and things like that. And this is where I most vibed. This was my favorite area out of all of them, was Gridania. You know, and I would be, I don't know, my thoughts haven't changed on that. And I love everything about Gridania. The whole setting is amazing, you know. I picked red because pirates. That's also valid. That is valid. I picked the one that matched the city I picked as a starting city in 1.0. Okay, that's okay. Before my time. But yeah. I think I still vibe the most with Gridania. Ah, I take it the Elder Seedseer's words have touched your heart. Have you resolved to entwine your destiny with that of the Twin Adder? You have chosen wisely, my friend. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed. Without further ado, let us speak of practical matters. In order to complete the enrollment procedure, you must report to the Adder's Nest. Hey, Andy, how you doing? I dare say you know it well from your wanderings in New Gridania. Give your name to the personnel officer there, and he will guide you through the formalities. I have no doubt but that your deeds will bring great honor to our order. When next we meet in Gridania, I shall be proud to call you sister. How is the fantasy that is definitely the final one? Ignore 15 and 16. They all have the same fit, indeed. I do like that armor shape, though. I don't really like the hat, but I like the coat. All right, Adder's Nest time. I'm curious, what did everybody else pick? Adders, let's go. Went with you, of course, as I said I would. Perfect. Went with the Ulda because my starting class was Black Mage. Ash went with Limsa. Tozu went Limsa, nice. Maelstrom because Limsa Laminsa was cool, also nice. Vera, oh my god. Alright, so let's see, where are we going? Adder's Nest, the Black Shroud. New Gridania, let's go. Oop, bean time. Bean! Oop, and I'm going to turn cinema mode off for now. That's really pretty. Kinda looks cute. I like the butterfly wings and stuff. That's cool. Okay, Adder's Nest is this way, maybe? Yeah, there it is. Based on the crowd around the Aetheryte, I think Limsa is the most popular. Yeah, I can... Yeah. I am beating the bean to death. No, please do not. Can you not? All right. You are come to the Adder's Nest, headquarters of the Order of the Twin Adder. Ever do we welcome they who would toil in the elemental's name for the good of our forest nation. My name is Ahty Squeegee. I believe you are expecting me. The great adventurer herself. Yes, our recruitment officer sent word that you were on your way. It is a pleasure and an honor both to welcome you to our ranks, friend. Now let me gather together the relevant documentation. Sir. What is it? Report. An urgent message from... Oh, wow. I'm gonna... That word... Amarasai? Amarasai? An urgent message from Amasar... Amarise? Amarasai? Okay. Amarasai, okay. An urgent message from Amarasai's spire, sir. A high-wind Skyways airship has taken fire from Imperial forces in the skies over the East Shroud. The vessel's engines were crippled, sir, and it was forced to make an emergency landing southeast of Nine Ivies. Nine Ivies? Gods, that could not have come at a worse time. All but a handful of our forces are presently afield, dealing with the Ixal. Ahty, I know full well you have yet to be formally inducted into our ranks, but we have an urgent need of your aid. In all likelihood, the airship was bearing civilians, and if the reports are accurate, it will have come down dangerously close to Garlean-occupied territory. Please make all haste to the area southeast of Nine Ivies, locate the airship, and ascertain the status of the passengers. You'll get it. You'll get it eventually. Well, yeah, just in time for me to leave. All right. Let's see. Poji's getting their steps in. Alrighty. So 9 Ivies, yes. Oh, so Poji, you have Hawthorne Hut? I'm assuming you do. Alright. It's actually not too far from here. There's Tozu. Perfect. I think we're still waiting on Visel. Nabu! Nabu, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I brought a muzzle for my pet duck. It isn't flashy, but it fits the bill. Nice. We are ahead of you by the... Okay, perfect. Perfect. Ooh, that's a cliff. All right. Uh-oh. There we go. Gosh, I love mushrooms. Oh. I remember back in the day when I was trying to level with the leave quests and stuff like that. I would have to kill so many of these hornets and so many of these lemurs. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Oops. Yeah, Tozu's armor is pretty. Super pretty. See, where is Tozu so we could get a good look at it? Yeah, look at that. Fan-hackentastic. Looks great. Oh, another one where we have to split up? Yeah, looks like it. Are you telling me somebody rolled this egg? What a pretty airship. An adventurer? What are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. The Adder's Nest sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Peace, friend. We mean you no harm. You are an engineer of Garland Ironworks, are you not? We were alerted to your plight and have come to rescue you. And you are Ahty Squeegee, I presume? I was told to expect an honorary serpent. My thanks for your aid, friend. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Imperial scouts from Castromorians. They mean to requisition the ship. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco. But isn't that the Ironworks' latest creation? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Attend me all. The Ironworks' latest creation must not fall into Garlean hands. We shall strike them swift and sure, and rescue the Engineer Wedge. Ahty, I trust we can rely on your support? May the matron watch over us. With me! I don't know, Poji. That is a good question. An ambush. 2 arms. Oh, great. I totally forgot they had stuff like that. There we go. Biggs! Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how's she look, anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we could wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications, we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. While you do your work, we shall keep watch over the perimeter. The enemy may yet be lurking nearby. As for you, Ahty, you have more than done your part today. I bid you return to the Adder's Nest and complete your enlistment. I pray there will be no further disruptions. When next we meet, let it be as fellow Serpents of the Order. I, just wanted to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously, though, if it hadn't been for you and the twin Adder lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. Perfect. Okay, so back to the Adder's Nest. Back to Gardurnir. Wait. All right, I'm waiting. I interrupted. No worries, Poji. Thanks for saying something. You're good? Yes. And Weissel. Let's see. There's Weissel. Perfect. Savrin, hello. Welcome on in, Bean. How are you doing tonight? Alright, now let's head to Gridernir. Oop, and there's Ryu. I spy a Ryu. Veronica Vega. Veronica, thank you so much for the raid. How was Sonic Frontiers tonight? Thank you so much for popping in. I hope your stream went heckin' well. Is Sonic Frontiers like the most recent one? Oop, ear wiggles. Let's go. Nice. I've been looking at that. It's been ages since I played a Sonic game. How do you like it so far? I think that's an open world Sonic game. I think it is. Pretty sure. I've been curious. But holy heck. Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight, we're playing some Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm loving it. I love just coming back to this. It's amazing. But holy heck. Before I go any further, though, Veronica, streaming's hard. Streaming's hard. Go and heckin' treat yourself. Get that self-care stuff going on, like grab yourself a snack and some water. You know, get heckin' cozy. And thank you so heckin' much. Thank you so heckin' much for popping in, and thank you so much for your raid. All right. Ahty, it does my spirit well to see you returned. Word arrived but moments ago from the team at Nine Ivies. Lest you worry, the two engineers are safely on their way. The lieutenant informs me that you were instrumental in the mission's success. Had you not found Engineer Biggs when you did, and helped us to rout the Garleans, things might have been very different. And all this before you even inducted into the Order. You are well on your way to carving out a fine career for yourself beneath the Twin Adder's standard. But without further ado, let us see to your induction. 12 willing, there won't be any further interruptions. Nice. So many cutscenes tonight, oh my gosh. Protocol requires that I apprise you of who we are and what we do. After which I will invite you to swear an oath of your own free will. The Order of the Twin Adder is the Grand Company of Gridania. It brings together the martial, economic, and technological resources of our nation that we might stand strong in times of duress adversity, when our very survival hangs in the balance. Our order was formed in the days before the calamity, in readiness to fight the Garlean Empire and to combat the beast tribes and their primals. Needless to say, our struggle continues to this day. Elder Seedseer Khan-e Senna is the supreme commander of our forces. Under her wise leadership, we protect the people of Gridania in the sanctity of the Twelfth Wood. As the entwined serpents that grace our standard, let Forestborn strive as one with friends from afar to ensure that peace shall ever reign in Gridania. In so doing, we honor the will of the elementals, and theirs is the will of the wood. Now then, Ahty Squeegee, I ask that you give unto us your oath of allegiance, in whatever fashion you see fit. I shall drink down our enemies and drink their blood. Or strike down our enemies and drink their blood, yeah. Woods will be done. I think that's appropriate. So you know the words of our grand company. That as well. Bound by this common belief, let us strive to preserve all that is good in this great nation. By the power vested in me, I assign you the rank of Serpent Private 3rd Class. You are now a woman of the Order of the Twin Adder. Go forth, Private Squeegee. Private Squeegee. And do that which brings peace to the 12 Wood and honor to your name. I always keep a Private Squeegee. Nobody wants a public squeegee. That's just gross. Yeah, sorry, Yuki. The cinema mode was still on. Tyree, hello, welcome on in. Can you hear me, Ahty? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Order of the Twin Adder contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Squeegee. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades. But I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a serpent of Gridania, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the waking stands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. The distant call of a friend in need, perhaps? As you are needed elsewhere, I shall not keep you any longer. I would, however, suggest speaking with High Serpent Commander Vorsail Hilu before you depart. He may provide you with assistance on the journey ahead. Pray return to the waking sands. There you go. You may now accept the quest, My Little Chocobo, Twin Adder, by speaking with Vorsail Hilu. This quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for A Realm Reborn. Ah, I see. Delivery missions unlocked. Sweet. Each grand company has its own words, the core tenet which guides its every endeavor. Woods will be done as ours, and by them we discharge our duty. Whether you belong to an organization or fancy yourself a lone wolf, we all need principles to live by. Alright, I guess I don't get that quest. Cinnamon is off.
Wait, are we still doing phrasing?
There we go. Okay, give me 1 second, Tozu. I'm gonna reply. Oh, whoops. I forgot how to do this. There we go. Okay. There we are. I forgot. I forgot. Yes, I did. I remember. Oh, I only remembered after getting some help. Okay. I have to earn serpent seals and then buy a chocobo license. I think that's correct. I'm pretty sure that's correct. So serpent seals, I think that you can do your hunting log to get them. I think that was the easiest way for me. I think you can get them by doing fates also. Crafting and gathering turn-ins called deliveries. Okay, yeah, deliveries. All right. Almost 7 in the morning here, so probably should do something about moving my own backside to the direction of my bed for some loud snore-related activities. Right on. Take care, Tyree. Sleep well, you heckin' bean. Okay, so we have to pray return to the Waking Sands. Right, Horizon. I need 200. Yeah, you should... Poji, I don't think that's... I think you should be able to nab those pretty easily, I think. Alright, there's Poji, there's Tozu. And Visel, there we go. Okay. Horizon, Ahty, and T and Sprint are the 3 Oh, okay. I'm getting hungry.
It's me, Mario.
Horizon sounds like Verizon. And there's a skill called... Well, yeah, I could do Peloton and Sprint. Yeah, guess I can do that. I don't know that Sprint is dead. It lives on... I think it lives on wholly inside of T-Mobile right now. Alright, turn-in time. We have prayed return to the Waking Sands. Ooh, it's Yida and Papalimo. Gosh, I love packages. I do love them. They're amazing. Welcome back. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Oh, there you go, Poji. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Ahty. Night, Yuki. Take care. Have a good night. Now, when we last spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Biggs. And then I'm... Godsman, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of the experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea. And I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. And there we go. And I think with that, that is a good spot to, very nice, Poji. I think this is a good spot to kind of wrap stuff up. So let me see what good bean we could raid. Let's see. What's up, Kryuki? Aw, Muddy Blue, hello, welcome on in. You came at the worst time. Muddy, I always love seeing you. Yeah, I saw it, Kryuki, and I'm not gonna answer that. Sorry about that. I don't think it's really an appropriate question to be answering on stream currently. Let's see. Hang with me, folks. See, this is always the challenge. This is always the challenge. Because since I'm on the West Coast, Like, a lot of my East Coast friends are just like, you know, they've already been streaming for like 5 or 6 hours and stuff like that. And I don't want to raid into somebody who's been streaming for a super long time, because, like, you know, I want to give y'all a good chance to kind of slide into the chat and just vibe with a good bean. Let's see. No, it's fine, Kryuki. It's fine. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I know it's not like super adjacent. I know it's not super adjacent to Final Fantasy XIV. But there is a bean who's playing some Stellaris, and they are very chill. Very, very chill and nice. Thancred's wife. Hello, welcome on in. So why don't we visit Ramia? We haven't raided Ramia in a really, really long time. Yeah, let's do it. Y'all, thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. And thank you for everybody who was like, you know, hanging and you just having fun with us. No, this was a really good time. So the next time I'm going to be live is actually next Saturday. So I made an announcement earlier on in the week where I need to take apart my entire desk, including all of my streaming stuff and all of that, so I could rewire it, because it's a huge fire hazard right now. So it's really just maybe 4 streams that I'm missing, but there is that. And, yeah, I'll still be on Discord and things like that, so no big deal, you know. And I'll still be hanging out in different communities and stuff, and I hope to see you all around. So. Doing the desk up like the printer from Office Space. Right on. But holy heck, thank you, Tozu, Visel, Afrobun, Poji, you know, everybody that was hanging out with us, you know, and doing the thing. We're going to pick this up again next week. And it's going to be, yeah, good luck rewiring. I'm going to need it. We're going to pick this up again next week and start out right here. So yeah, folks, don't miss it. I'm running out of time. But yeah, when we hop on over to Ramia, just, yeah, let's just hang and vibe. Take care, folks. Have a good one. Bye.